Hello, welcome to today's messages. Let's tune in. I'm glad you're here. Let's see what Spirit has for us today to think about, to consider, to release, to evolve, to shed, to marinate in. Marinating in the love sauce. Yes. Okay. What do we got here? We got hope. Beautiful. Hope for the future. Hope for peace. Hope for love. Hope for regulation of our systems. Hope for a new day. Get the robin here. Hope for spring. For blooms. For peace. For prosperity. Hope is faith, right? You got to have faith, faith, faith. Yeah, you do. Gotta hold it. Gotta be so unwaveringly confident. You gotta believe so much that you know. Believe it. Trust it. Keep affirming it. What's this one? That one is awareness. Yes, unagi, right? The energy of awareness makes you see that there is more than meets the eye. It keeps you in the here and now and makes you alert. Yes, this is also like knowing that because we're multidimensional beings living in a three-dimensional world, there are many, many dimensions that we cannot see, right? That we have to have faith in, have to trust, have to know, right? We feel it. We feel it. We see the signs and synchronicities confirming it. We maintain our connection with it so we can flow with it. Yes. Yeah, I guess the difference between believing and knowing is when you're flowing down a river. Believing is standing outside of the river, thinking that you can float down the river, right? I believe I can. I believe I can. I'm trying to believe I can. To know is you floating down the river. You don't have to believe it anymore. You know it. You know you can float down the river, right? Because you're doing it. That's the difference. So with hope, you know it. You know all things are working in your favor. You know that there is more than meets the eye, right? There's things happening beneath those surfaces, and there are many surfaces in a multidimensional world. Okay, runes. Which one are you? Did you get yourself all organized in there? Almost. Okay. Oh, thank you. What you got for us? Diggers. Beautiful. Transformative. Gorgeousness. Beautifully transformative gorgeousness. Okay, and I just opened up on Laguz, which is the going with the flowing. A breakthrough, awakening, enlightenment, the balance point, right? You, the center, flying, soaring. You have to have balance, otherwise, you're just spinning in a circle, right? And transformation. Degas has a beautiful, brilliant, light filled energy. It represents the awakening and clarity that daylight brings. When this rune appears, there is hope and happiness, bold change, and a new beginning. It is a good time to start something new. Degas refers to a daily cycle and speaks of balancing opposite forces such as light and dark, mental and emotional, masculine and feminine, and doubt and certainty. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. And we're here for the full range of emotions. So it's not about never doubting or being uncertain. It's about your quick recovery time. It's about your awareness the minute that you are not in hope, in love, in knowing, and get there, right? Get there. Yes. Get there. Passionately. Okay. Gorgeous. Yes. You are holding the path. You're holding the course to your 10 of cups, right? To your happily ever after. To your joy. Your emotional fulfillment. Your prosperity. Your peace. Your harmony. Yes. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Your dedication to your self-care matters, okay? This is how you regulate. This is how you check in. This is how you set the bar. Oh, it's Peanut. It's this little ginger kitty with white. Got white feet and a white chest. Okay, I don't know why I call him Peanut. He seems like a peanut. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. Awareness that things are happening beneath the surface, behind the scenes, right? That your wishes are percolating and that you are supported by the divine, okay? That your ships are coming in and that your efforts, your love sauce that you marinate in is overflowing and fertilizing everything that it drizzles upon. Gorgeous. Beautiful. This is what hope looks like. And faith, right? Trust in the unseen. Trusting in your own wings to hold you, to carry you, to move you. And wind to lift you. This is the beautiful collaboration of spirit and you. You are the bird. You need to develop the muscles. You need to flap your wings. You need to take risks, jump off of things, right? Spirit is the wind. And that relationship moves you to places unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Oh yeah. There's the temperance. Yes. This is like the tipping point, right? The central pivot point. The centerpiece that the teeter-totter sits upon, right? The scales. I always think teeter-totter. A teeter-totter. What a weird name. That thing. Oh, yes, let's call it a teeter-totter. Perfect. Print it. Tis. Show it is. So it is. Okay. So the temperance, this recognition of process, this balance between all of your aspects, your masculine and your feminine, knowing when to do and when to be, right? Beautiful. It's the two cups. It keeps coming out every day. It's the two cups. Oh, yeah. And boundaries, okay? Yes. Devotion, loyalty, not settling for any facsimile, right? I don't know if you know much about faxes, but they're always like a cheap, quick replica of the real, of the original, right? Sometimes smudgy, has no depth, has no layers, one dimensional, conveys information, but not the essence. Boundaries are really important, especially with yourself, right? Boundaries around faithlessness, around doubt and uncertainty. Okay. So we've got, oh, beautiful. So this is about past pains, traumas, wounds that encourage us to create defense mechanisms to keep ourselves safe, right? part of the transformation process is a reassessing of these defense mechanisms that have been placed in place since childhood, right? Since we started the collection of our traumas. And what's beautiful is it contributes to our shielding, but also our cocoon that we eventually evolve from. And you've evolved into an emperor. Okay, this emperor was lying on the Fool. This is the new you that you are birthing into, someone who takes care for the good of all, takes care of you for the good of all, right? Makes choices that serve the greatest and highest, takes action in faith, in knowing, and takes accountability either way. That's an important part, right? Okay, is there anybody else that wants to come out? One more. That's more than one more, but well, there you go. Okay. This one turned to yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And the strength in love. Beautiful. Okay, so we had the transition, right? The old ways phasing out, the new ways. What I've been experiencing is like an echo chamber, little ripples of the old way circling back, coming back in as an opportunity for you to respond to it differently. This is how you signal to the universe that you're done with that and you're ready for something different, right? So the old ways are strong. And then as you start veering, as you start making different choices, the echoes, the ripples start widening. Yes. And it's a twofold. It explains or it showcases to the universe that you are ready for something different, that you are going to do something different, and it also strengthens the lessons that you've learned from the situations that keep coming back so that you can affirm, so that you can strengthen that muscle. So say it's making a boundary with people, right? Those instances where you are meant to make a boundary will repeat, will come back around until you get so good at it that it's nothing, right? So, like before, maybe you overthought everything. You made a boundary, or before making a boundary, you had to overthink it, you had to come at it, you had to hire a lawyer team to make sure that all the facts and the figures cross-referenced, that you had all the data, that you could back up, that you could stress and point and validate and verify, right? Before you actually set out to make the boundary. And then even then, you overgave with your energy, right? And maybe made a boundary, but then also gave something else to make up for it. We have all kinds of ways, right? And then slowly and surely you start to put less energy and time into making the boundary. You skip through and just, nope, no thanks, right? Big difference as far as expenditures of energy goes. And yes, and it's all part of this strengthening. The strengthening. Yes, we got the strength card coming out here too. This is that stepping out of the old fortification, the old defense mechanisms, stepping out and feeling confident because you no longer need those confines anymore, right? Yes. Okay. And something about strength in numbers, strength in union, in unity. Yes. Beautiful. Oh, and balance of all of the things. This is another one that keeps coming up, right? Your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. You, the center point. Yes, a balancing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's get an oracle. Who? Who wants to come out? Let's get one from the drawer. Ooh. Okay, we'll get a power card and an affirmation. See what power card wants to come out for us. Let's take this one. Virtue, a number 12. Virtue is one of the passive qualities of power. When you pull back the bow, preparing to set the arrow and define your target, you use the strength, the will, and the focus that you have collected within the part of yourself called virtue. Virtue is where you find inner truth. It is a place of illumination. And as that radiance grows within you, it becomes integrity. Without virtue, there is no inner balance. Virtue comes from the unknown, quiet things that you do for the world and other people. With each act, your spirit shield becomes stronger and more beautiful with the symbols of your inner life. Like the deer, they are quiet symbols. Virtue marks your path on the other side. Like the one who walks last, the virtuous person is in a position of power. Power often comes quietly. Walk in beauty and virtue. Wow. Beautiful. Very Salvador Dali kind of vibes there. The painting is entitled Call from the Beyond. An altar of sacredness, a sanctuary, is created in any place in the wilderness where higher thought is gathered. The monarch butterfly symbolizes the transformation to higher consciousness. The Buddha symbolizes the shaman spirit in reflection and meditation. The deer, in virtue and innocence, are drawn cautiously towards the spirit being. The abalone shell symbolizes the aura of light around the sacred space and being. The deer spirits imply innocence, caution, and beauty in the walk toward your own virtue. Virtue is a South teaching because it requires an understanding of your physical desires. Ooh, an awareness of what you got going on. Yes. Okay, let's get an affirmation. That one. I love life. I love life. Yes. It is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. Cute. Yes. Right? And hope is watering a seed in the hope that it blooms, right? Beautiful. Okay, kitty card. From all the kitties. Oi, oi, oi. That's funny because the one that fell is balance. Ooh, and we've got a secret one in behind. Okay, balance. Meet Avaro Tiptosky. She can balance perfectly with her inner precision and assurance. She leans one way and then the other, constantly adjusting and learning where her center is. Beautiful. She understands the dichotomies: work and play, togetherness and solitude, inner reflection and outer expression, striving and letting go, accepting and changing, freedom and discipline, reason and intuition, spiritual expansion and grounding. They go on and on. Let Varo help you to see what areas of your life are out of balance and what shifts you can make to return to a graceful equilibrium. Beautiful. That is her. And flow. Gorgeous. Wowza. Meet Zephyr. She is flexible, flowing, and gentle like a light wind. Beautiful. She intuitively responds to the rhythms of the world around her. When a door opens, she just walks through, easy as a breeze. When the door closes, she circles, eddies, and finds a window to slip silently through. She blooms with the spring and knows how to let go with the fall. She is change. She welcomes change. Her strength comes not through resistance, but through perfect flow, like a river sculpting the rocks, finding and making the space to keep moving. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I don't think I can have this there. We'll just move her out. There we go. Find a spot for my unicorn. Look at her. Okay. there. Okay. What else? Let's get one of these. Oh, these ones all stuck in my palm. Get out and explore. Yes. Part of the flowing involves movement outside of your comfort zones, right? Outside of your confines, your defenses, to flow, to interact, to engage with all of the things, right? With adversity as well as ease. This is this tipping point to demonstrate and to practice and to strengthen your awareness and ability to write yourself, all in divine timing. Yes, trust that all things are happening in the time that it needs to bloom into its most gorgeous potential, right? Ocean medicine. If you have access to an ocean, go to it and smell it. Okay? Stick your feet in it, just dip your finger in it, touch it, um, look up it online, watch it, hear it, get it, get it on you. You are worthy of gorgeous things, of beautiful things, of blooms, and of sights and sounds and gorgeousness to be your life, okay? Forest time. Yes, nature is your um therapist. Okay, go see her regularly. She is full of life-giving energy all around her. So get your face in it. Breathe it in deep and let it transform you. Who's this little guy? I think that's a warbler. Speak your truth. Make sure that you are tapping into your heart space and checking in with self to make sure that you are in line, that you are being authentic to your heart and your intuition and your throat chakra. Speaking of, my cat this morning woke me up by sitting on my throat and then she started kneading and I'm like, get off of me, what the heck? I don't know. Too many distractions. Okay. Be aware of where your focus is going. Okay. And course correct. A little bit is okay, a little distraction, right? This is about that balance. Make sure you are balancing it with focus and intention, right? And that it is equal, if not a little bit more leaning to the light side of everything, right? Yes. Okay. Let's cut the charm. Through those over there. Okay. Okay, yes, this is the reading. And we've got this beautiful charm on this love, right? When you become an overflowing cup, you draw in relationships of the like. Okay? Gorgeous, authentic, and overflowing. We've got a dream catch a feather or just a feather. So, spirit, yes, this is spirit supporting. Look at this. Supported by an angel for an angel. This was made for an angel. You are an earth angel. Beautiful. We've got the star, your wish, a wish that you are intuiting, right? The intuition, the moon in there. You are being guided by your intuition towards your wishes, your stars, your wishes coming on the ships here. Okay, ooh, we've got royalty. Okay, you are stepping into your royal era, your royalty era, where you rule, right? Because let's not forget, you are an emperor. Okay, gorgeous. And then we've got, this is the sun and the star, the sun rays. But these, what are they? Scallop shells. All the different lines meeting at the same point. It's like all the cooperative components, all of the things happening behind the scenes, all converging, all moving towards a convergence where you are at. That's what is coming in divine timing. That's where your ships and all of your gorgeous things are. Okay, you are worthy of receiving. We have to unclench our fists first in order to receive. And then we've got the flow, your awareness in your flowing and what you let going of, okay? And your growing, okay? Yes, and all things that contribute to your growth. Some adversity, most adversity is contributing to your growth in some way. And the sooner you can course correct, the sooner you can turn any incessant thoughts working against you into affirmations and thoughts that are working for you, the better, right? Yes. Beautiful. That is what I have for you today. I hope there was something good in there for you to stick in your crock pot and stew upon. Okay, for some juicy, juicy soul food when you're hungry. Okay, love and appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.